For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. Starting. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Try to get it to the edge. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big routes, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games, and you got to put up top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10. And
he snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to...
David, they got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Getting some heat. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on.
And they got him for the sack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Arizona! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The toss to the outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes his connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Jacksonville State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in JSU. They'll enjoy this one all week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Going up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work as well.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona 21, West Virginia 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw on second down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back.
Red zone coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He'll take a shot. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, these throws to the ball over the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Arizona runs out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jets. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Fires to the middle. He caught it.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home, stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Handoff from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like it like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more... They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Feeling some heat. Runs through a tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He wants to throw here on second down. He finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Arizona 41, West Virginia 3.
The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29
They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Arizona! And the stomping has commenced.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
West Virginia offense will take over 1st and 10.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, Dave.
Fires one high and deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
3-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
He's looking downfield to throw. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's a fit. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And that pass, not surprising. Incomplete. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. The give to the tailback. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Colorado. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
The receiver.
Tough sledding for this quarterback. Now you're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Get set, get set.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arizona 55, West Virginia 3.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.